Vande Mataram. Today we will going to start the fourth part of this first chapter, that is the Constitution, why and how. We were talking about the composition. Means till now we have studied about why we need Constitution, how the authority of Constitution has given by the people of India, or means how people of India have accepted this constitution for such a long time. That is the authority of this constitution. And today we are going to study about the composition of Constituent Assembly. Okay, so composition of Constituent Assembly, uh, the first and foremost thing for making a constitution of any country, we need at least a group of people or a constituent assembly, or they which will prepare, who will prepare the constitution of country. Means constituent assembly is very important because uh, the people, those who will be in this constituent assembly, must be well versed of their experience, in their subject, and all this field. Means they have good experience of, means political and social, every kinds of experience they needed for making the constitution of India. Okay, so that's why the constituent assembly is one of the most important part. And if our member of constituent assembly have not prepared this constitution in such a manner that it covers each and every section of society, and it has provision for all section of society, and the principle or the way in which they followed to make in making of this constitution, mean that is the Constitution of India. um, I don't think that this constitution would have continued for 71 years, and we don't know till when it will be continuing, because till now we don't hear any voice of changing a constitution as a whole, or we people of India saying कि हम लोग को नया कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन चाहिए. तो ऐसी कोई बात सुनने में नहीं आती. तो इसका मतलब जरूर इसके बनने में कुछ बहुत ज़्यादा सावधानियां रखी गई होंगी, या बहुत सारी बातों का ध्यान रखा गया होगा, ताकि ऐसा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन तैयार हो जो भविष्य में इस देश को लंबे समय तक गाइड करता रहे. उसको उसके जो आदर्श हैं कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के, वो देशवासियों के काम आते रहे. मतलब तो दैट इज व्हाट द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूंट असेंबली. नाउ कॉन्स्टिट्यूंट असेंबली, इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूंट असेंबली मीन्स कि it was consisting of 299 members, but as per formation of Constituent Assembly, we accepted the cabinet mission plan which was given to India in 1946. Okay, before that several plan, means Wavell plan, then Cripps mission plan, and then so many times, means government, British government tried to convince Indian for making the constitution for themselves, but finally we accepted this cabinet mission plan, and according to which the constitution making body, or you can say the Constituent Assembly, was formed. It has four parts, or you can say four steps in which this Constituent Assembly has to be formed according to the cabinet mission plan. Means four plans were given to Indians which they accepted. Okay, and if we will take up plan one by one, okay, if to first was the election of members of Constituent Assembly. Election of members. Now this election was indirect election. Indirect election means they were elected by the elected provincial assemblies. Now we will come to it in detail. First of all, the first proposal of Constituent Assembly was that representation of people of India in this constitution or Constituent Assembly will be one representative for every 10 lakh of population. मीन्स 10 लाख की आबादी पे एक रिप्रेजेंटेशन जो है वो इस कॉन्स्टिट्यूंट असेंबली में होगा. तो इन दिस वे 292 members has to be elected from British provinces. Okay, 292 members has to be elected from British provinces. Now there were 565 princely states. 565 princely states were there. ठीक है. Now these princely states, I will explain you British provinces and princely state after this point. Okay, so princely state has to be send their representation in 93 numbers. Means 93 people has to be were representing 565 princely states from India. That was undivided India. Okay, and third thing was 4 members, means nominated members. Nominated members. They were 4 in number. Means they were represented, means nominated by the Viceroy or Governor General of India. So in this way we can see that the Constituent Assembly was consisted of 389 members. Means 389 members were there in Constituent Assembly that has to be elected according to the Cabinet Mission Plan. Okay. Now next thing is, next point for this Cabinet Mission Plan was for reservation of people. Means reservation of constituencies. Reservation of constituencies. Second was reservation of constituency. So these representation mean, if you recall yourself, you will find that the reservation in India for the first time implemented in 1909 Government of India Act. मीन्स 1909 में जो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एक्ट आया था उसमें पहली बार हमारे देश में रिजर्वेशन इम्प्लीमेंट हुआ था. ओके, बिफोर दैट वी डिडंट हैव एनी काइंड ऑफ रिजर्वेशन इन आवर कंट्री. That was, this act was also called as Morley-Minto Reform. Okay, and according to this reservation, mean that Cabinet Mission Plan, reservation has to be given to three categories, or means you can say the 3 reservation was divided into 3 parts. First was general, means it was for all. General, or you can say general seats. So it included Hindus, Jains, Christians, Buddhist, and all other. जितनी भी रिलीजियस फेथ या जो भी कम्युनिटीज थी उनके लिए जनरल सीट थी. एंड फॉर मुस्लिम दे हैव रिजर्वेशन फॉर मुस्लिम्स, सेपरेट सीट्स फॉर मुस्लिम्स. एंड थर्ड, और यू कैन से दिस वॉज जनरल, तो रिजर्व सीट वॉज फॉर दीज 2 communities. Sikh, okay, they have reserved seat and their reservation was according, means in accordance of their population. इनकी पॉपुलेशन के हिसाब से इनको ये रिजर्वेशन दिया गया था. ओके, बट ऑल अदर कम्युनिटीज were included in general category, means Hindu, Jain, Christian, Sikh, Buddhist, they all were considered as general candidate. Okay, and seats were reserved for Muslims and Sikhs, especially in Punjab and you can say present day Pakistan and Bangladesh. There they had reserved seat for Muslim communities and the Sikh communities. Okay, and that was in basis of their population. In that particular, their population was more in that particular constituency, so that seat was reserved for is Muslim or Sikh and so on. Okay, so that was the criteria for reservation given by cabinet mission plan. Okay, now the third thing was the member from princely state, member from princely states has to be elected on consultation basis. Consultation basis means all members of princely state have to be, means you know that there were 565 princely states and 93 members has to be elected from these 565 states. Means some smaller states were combined together to give, and they were given one representation or single representation in Constituent Assembly. And apart from that, the bigger state have their own representation. Now their representation means जैसे 4-5 कम से या 6 प्रिंसली स्टेट्स मिल के अपना एक रिप्रेजेंटेशन भेज रहे हैं कॉन्स्टिट्यूंट असेंबली में, तो दे विल डिसाइड कि हु विल गो. ये दैट वाज कंसल्टेशन. हु विल गो, ओके चलो हम लोग इनको भेजते हैं. तो इन दिस वे देयर मेंबर्स रिप्रेजेंटेड कॉन्स्टिट्यूंट असेंबली ऑन कंसल्टेशन बेसिस. ओके, so that was the representation from the princely state. And now comes the election. चौथा जो प्लान दिया था कि 292 मेंबर्स, जो 292 मेंबर्स जो इलेक्टेड आएंगे, मींस इलेक्टेड मेंबर्स, हाउ दे विल बी इलेक्टेड. तो इलेक्टेड मेंबर्स, ओके, 292 इलेक्टेड मेंबर्स विल बी फ्रॉम ब्रिटिश provinces. ओके, ब्रिटिश प्रोविंसेस से 292 मेंबर्स इलेक्ट होके आने थे. एंड द प्रोसेस बाय विच दे हैज टू बी इलेक्टेड was, you can say, indirect election. Indirect election means they were not directly elected by the people. They were elected by the elected members of, means state legislative assemblies of British provinces. Okay, जो elected members थे उन लोगों ने इनको elect करके constituent assembly में भेजा था. And the system of election was PR system. We will discuss this system of election in third chapter, where we will study about election system of India. PR system means proportional representation. Okay, proportional representation. Now this proportional representation has 3 categories. There are the 3 types of proportional representation. So the most difficult and the most tough, you can say, is the STV. Okay, STV means single transferable vote. This is the toughest one of all PR system. 3 PR systems are there. Okay, for in first form the whole country is divided into a single constituencies, and the parties get the members or their representation in the percentage of vote they get. Okay, and in second system, constituencies are divided into, means the whole country is divided into a bigger constituency. Okay, say state or in this way, जैसे कि हमारे राज्यसभा के लिए पूरा स्टेट जो है एक कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी का काम करता है. ओके, एंड दैट इज द सेकंड फॉर्म ऑफ प्रोपोर्शनल रिप्रेजेंटेशन सिस्टम. और उसमें से हम स्टेट्स में से आपके जो मेंबर्स जाते हैं दैट इज ऑन रिप्रेजेंटेशन. उसमें कोटा डिसाइड होता है. सो मेनी थिंग्स आर देयर. वी विल डिस्कस इट इन थर्ड चैप्टर. राइट नाउ वी डोंट नीड टू discuss it more here. Okay, now the PR system means proportional representation, means this member has to be elected from the British provinces on the basis of proportional representation, and that is the third variation of this proportional representation, single transferable vote. Okay, means all candidate has to be given vote, means one voter will give his preferences to all candidates which are standing for election, and the votes are count on the basis of, you can say, preferences. Okay, तो फिर वही बात आती है कि इसके बारे में यहाँ डिस्कस करने का बहुत ज़्यादा मतलब नहीं बनता है. वी विल डिस्कस इट इन थर्ड चैप्टर. ओके, तो दैट इज हाउ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली was formed according to the cabinet mission plan 1946. I hope you understand this cabinet mission plan, and now we will discuss in next video about the how the constitution of India was made. What were the process, what were the procedures by which the Indian constituent members of Indian Constituent Assembly adopted to form the constitution of India. Thank you and Vande Mataram.